Hello everybody, my name is Malik, also known as Scary Shadows, and today I am here reading more of your scary or creepy paranormal experiences / scary stories. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the last one, and here's some more from fans and people who have sent them in to me. This story is from HTTP Janix, or JANNIX. But, let's get into it. So I will never forget it, even though I often wish I could. It happened a few years ago, when I was still living in my old apartment. I had just gone to bed, and I normally fall asleep pretty quickly. But I felt like I was being watched, like something was wrong. I turned from side to side, but couldn't fall asleep. At some point, I heard a quiet, regular knock, coming from my bedroom door. At first, I thought it might be my neighbor, but it sounded too close, as if it was right next to my door. I sat up. The knocking stopped for a moment. Then it happened again. This time, the knocking was louder and faster. I got up and went to the door, but there was no one there. I closed the door, then laid back in bed, but when I turned the light back off, the knocking started again, with the quiet, scratching sound as if something was rubbing on the door. I reached for my cell phone and turned on the flashlight and aimed the beam of light at the door, but everything looked normal. Nevertheless, I decided to turn on my room light and tried to calm myself down. Just as I closed my eye, it got cold. I heard a whisper. It was like someone was standing right next to my bed, calling my name, but I couldn't hear them clearly. What's happening? It whispered, as clearly as if someone was right next to my ear. After that, I moved, and nothing else has happened since then. But I sometimes feel like I'm being watched in the evenings when I'm home alone. That is some freaky stuff right there. I've had that happen to me before, like whispers and all that stuff, but that is creepy. Next story is from Odyssey. He's a really cool streamer on Twitch and YouTube. You should definitely check him out. He's a cool guy. I don't have a story, but my girlfriend does. She has a couple, actually. One of them, I was staying over at her house. One night, she stepped away to use the bathroom. She was walking down the hall, and apparently heard my voice call her. When she heard my voice, she didn't see me. She ran back to the room and asked her if I called her name. I told her no. I haven't left the room. She was obviously very panicked and believed it could have been an SW or some kind of evil spirit. So, I haven't had this happen yet, thank God, but it's said that when spirits or entities look or sound like somebody that you know, that's not always a good sign. I mean, it's not a good sign in general, because why would... No. This is a short story from Punching Cupid. One of the times I was in the kitchen, and my dogs were outside. They were barking and staring at something right next to me that I couldn't see. Another time, I was washing dishes, and something turned on by itself. So that's pretty standard stuff, but it's still pretty scary. So this is a story that has happened to me in my young years, and I've told this to a few people, but now I'm going to share it with you guys. So, a long time ago, we lived in like this duplex, I think that's what it's called, like one house that's next to another. We had some friends staying the night. It was me, my friend, my little brother's friend, and our cousin. Our cousin was staying with us for a while, and our cousin told us that he's had things follow him around. And this was something creepy that happened. So, we were in the garage with the lights off, play fighting in the dark. And as we were play fighting, in the back of the garage, I saw this like humanoid figure that was taller than a figure normally should be. And so I was sitting there staring at this thing. And I was thinking, well, we're all right here. So, who's that back there? And I wasn't the only one that saw it. I didn't tell anybody else about this. And I'm happy to know that I wasn't the only one that saw it. So, my cousin seen this thing too. And asked, hey, who's back there? Turn the lights back on. And so, as he turned the lights on, the figure was gone. And what makes this even more jarring was that we used our garage for storage. It was kind of like the storage / hangout spot. Like, we had couches, a TV out there, and all that stuff. But there was also boxes and totes that we had stacked up. And where that figure was, where the boxes and totes were. So if anybody was to get back there, they would have to make a lot of noise to get through all that stuff just to stand right there. And that is the experience that happened to me. There was another thing that happened, but I will save that for next time. This is a short story from an anonymous fan. The night my grandmother died, her picture fell from the chimney. She was from the South, and it said that when a picture falls, someone dies. She died on the exact same day her husband died, 7 years prior. That's wow. I don't know what to say to that. That's something else. This story is from a really good friend of mine. His name is Base5. We've known each other for a good long while, like a good couple of years. This isn't my story, but my sister's. At the time, she was working with elderly people, and she was to meet and care for this old lady in a really creepy house. My sister walked in, and there was no light. She called out to get a response, but it was quiet. She went into the living room, and there was an old lady sitting in the dark. The old lady was very soft-spoken. My sister turned on the light, and instantly the woman stood up and told her to turn the light back off because he did not like the mom. What the hell? My sister was very freaked out. My sister asked who she was, and the old lady smiled and said, "That's none of your concern." My sister was very freaked out and went along with it in the dark. That's a no for me, Chief. What the hell? When it was night, my sister was bathing the woman when she heard something from downstairs. The old woman told her not to check it out, but, of course, she had to. She went downstairs and went past the kitchen into the living room. Nobody was there, so she was about to head back upstairs. But the old lady had somehow, despite her age, made it downstairs. She told my sister to leave the house. This spooked the hell out of my sister, but she stayed anyway. Oh, I probably would have left, but I mean, if it's your job, it's your job, so you gotta fight through it, I guess. After talking to her a bit, she asked the old lady why there were so many hinges and locks on the basement door, and she was told not to worry about it or something. By near midnight, she had gotten to know the lady better, and the woman wanted to share what was in her basement. They unlocked the basement and went downstairs. On the floor, there was a ritual star thing. She immediately wanted to leave. What the hell? No. No. Negative. What the actual freak? Okay, forget my job. I would have left if I saw some crap like that. Hell no. She wanted to have my sister chant a few words. And she said that she wanted to go back upstairs. And so she did. Oh my god. But when she got out of the basement, she had went straight out of the house. Definitely missed some details, but that's what I remember. I 100% believe her because she's not the type to exaggerate or make stuff up. She's quite a serious person. What? What in the hell? That is a 10 out of 10 right there. That, oh my god. Well, that was me reading in these scary stories that you have sent in to me. And if you would like to see more of this, please comment, like, and subscribe. That'll help me on the algorithm. And if you'd like to help fund or more investigations and equipment for said investigations, donate to my Cash App, and you can message me on or follow me on Facebook, Instagram. This is Malik, also known as Fear Shadows, signing off. You guys have a good day, night, or evening. Thank you again.